Hey, what's good, Fear fans? This is the Campfire Crew, and we are here to talk about Fear, Episode 2, Season 12, Pillar of Salt. We've got about 7 moments we're going to break down real quick, so let's go ahead and just get started. Ophelia shows back up. It's funny because I just mentioned her last episode. What happened to her, and is she going to pack back up? Well, yeah, she's going to show up at the beginning of this episode. We get a little bit more backstory into her and her fiance, and kind of what's going on with her, I guess, to help develop her character more, since we've got a pretty good handle on the rest of the main characters. There was a scene that I did kind of like when she's talking to her mother, and she's like, Papa was a tough man. Her mama looks at her and says, like, I was a tough woman. We had a tough life. It's kind of like that old person, OG, speech you get. I don't know. I was kind of digging it. And I have to be honest, I really expected Senor Salazar to still be alive, since they didn't show his body when that explosion went off. Like, I've been waiting for him to kind of like reemerge. It's looking less and less likely that that's going to happen. But anyway, let's check out the next moment.
Madison and the crew have put so much time and effort into this hotel. This thing is coming along great, man. They got some power working. They're able to make ice. Everyone's happy. Everyone's really in a great mood. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Strand gets straight up shanked prison style. I have to be honest, I had a buddy text me during the show, and so I was kind of only half paying attention until this scene. Needless to say, the bride's mother is still grieving. They need to go ahead and just put her out. Put her on a boat, send her out in the ocean. She's done for. Okay? But it did set up the emergency run, which helps develop this episode out a little bit further. So, sorry, Strand, you were necessary for the story to continue.
Alejandro, the pharmacist, is getting really, really paranoid. He's not able to keep his people there. They're wanting to leave. They're unsure what's going on. I mean, it seems like the classic, cult leader whose people start to kind of stray, and the only thing he can keep them there is like, you got to believe in me. You got to have faith. And it's falling apart, and you can tell he's definitely losing it.
Madison hears the word gringo and flips out. Just runs through guys with guns. This guy's in there interrogating a family with machine guns and everything, and she's like, tell me where my son is. Look, did they say Nick had rotted hair? I'm like, dang, they straight slide checking my boy Nick over here talking about his hair like that. They're like, yo, man, you need to get some conditioner, take some vitamins. I mean, you taking the word dead ends to a whole new level. He got dead hair. I was cracking up, man. But we knew it was going to happen. I knew as soon as Strand got stabbed and Elena said that she knew a place where they could go get drugs, that was going to be the link to get back to Nick. And it looks like that's going to happen.
Fortunately, Nick really, really wants to complete this mission and bring the oxy to these guys, but he's spotted. On the roof, you can see the guys. It's obvious that the people that they captured told them where it was. They had a choice between their daughter or giving up the Colonia. It looks like they gave up the Colonia, and that can spell some definite certain doom for those people.
Madison freaks out, turns on the hotel sign, just a beacon to everybody out there in the world. It's just like, hey, everybody, bad people everywhere, come to us. We have power at a nice, fancy resort and plenty of room. Come on, guys. How did she know how to turn the sign on anyway? Was nobody watching her? Like, was it not suspicious that she just went all the way up to the top? And I don't know. I thought it was weird, but hey, it did show homeless Travis. Man, that man looking rough. I didn't see Chris. So what's the story with that? That looks like that's what we're going to get next episode, is what's the deal with Chris? I don't think he killed Chris. I think he obviously just left him. But I'm curious to see what happened after Crazy Chris did what he did. And Travis looks like he's going to find his way back home to Madison. So anyway, the family's getting closer to get back together. And that's a good thing. They each got their own little stories. They got to separate. They got to develop. They got to grow as characters. I will say this about this show, and this is not me coming up with this. I read an article about this a couple weeks ago, and after I read it, it kind of made sense. It made me appreciate this show even more on a different level, and that is, whereas The Walking Dead is like a zombie show with some drama in it, this show is more like a pretty good drama that just has zombies in it, because this episode really didn't have anything. I mean, like 2 got killed. Like the one at the beginning, and then the one Ophelia did at the beginning as well. So there's not like a lot of walker or infected action going on, but it's still a pretty captivating episode. And the show, as we've talked about before, keeps getting better. And if you approach it from the mindset that this is a drama first and it's a story piece about these characters, it's a little bit more character driven. And then they just have walkers in it that just kind of helps out with the action along with other bad people. It was pretty good. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting take on the show. And once I look through it through those eyes, the show gets even better. So anyway, guys, that's our breakdown of this episode real quick. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I think Wednesday we'll have another Game of Thrones video. And then Friday will be another movie-related video. So go ahead and subscribe so you can catch up with one of those. And until next time, guys, I'm out.